Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm just still kind of getting set up here and making sure I'm on the right page, but we've got some fun stuff lined up to do, and I am excited for you guys to join me. Okay, let's see if we're actually live on the right page. That's always a good thing. And because we're close enough to Valentine's Day, I'm sporting my Valentine's Day shirt. Got a couple of these to wear. Hello, Candace and Emily. Thank you guys for joining. Um, okay, so getting ready here. Of course, I should have gotten probably completely ready before I got on here, but I was trying to actually get on here tonight because normally we have one of our retailers, Inga, from Enchanted Wood Designs, that's normally here every other week, and she just had one of those days, okay? That's all we're going to say. So she needed to take a night off and take care of things. So I'm here. So I am so thrilled to have you guys on here with me. And we're going to talk all things foil, okay? So let me just make sure everything's going good. Hello, Danielle. How are you? Danielle is an absolutely amazing artist from I want to say it's either Odessa or Midland, Texas. Okay. She does some fabulous, fabulous painting. And I know you guys have seen us feature her stuff. Okay. Um, Also, if you guys are not aware, okay, I'm just plugging everything in. We have a Facebook page called APS Project Inspiration. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, Project Inspirations. Project Inspiration, something like that. But it is, okay, I'm making sure I'm putting this over here and warming it up. It is a great place for everybody to be able to post their projects and get inspiration from each other. And it's anything that you've created that has our materials on it. So it's either rollers, stencils, foils, any of the Artsyville line, all of that stuff. So I hope you guys check it out, ask to join, and we'll let you in, okay? So I'll put the link on here. Oh, Betty Sue, I love it. Um, I love it when you guys tell me that I taught you okay. I try so hard to make sure that I'm showing very, very detailed instruction and not just showing you guys how to make something cute and fun, but actually how you can be productive and be able to reproduce this for yourself. And if you ever have an issue, I want you to know I'm here. Okay. I recently have FaceTimed a couple of clients that had issues with their application, and I mean, that just brings me heartache. Okay. So I got on the phone. We tried to solve it that way. When that didn't work, I needed a visual. So I did a FaceTime with Terry recently, and we figured out what she was doing wrong. And she was successful. So she sent me a picture. She bought this stencil as well. And she did 4 Valentine shirts for, I think, daughters and granddaughters, daughter in law, something like that, and she sent me a picture and showed me that she was successful. So that makes me feel really great. So we always want you to be successful. So if you're having issues ever, reach out. Okay, you can email me. You can reach out to me through Facebook. And if that doesn't work, you guys, we're going to pick up the phone and call you and make sure we got everything going great. So let's see who's all on here. Okay, so I've got a couple of projects that I kind of got started. And we're having so many people having fun with the foils on fabric and many other different surfaces. So we're just going to have a little fun. Now, the other day I started this one because I was playing with one of our new foil adhesives, okay, that we've had what's called a transfer gel for a while, but they reformulated it. So we wanted to make sure that it was going to work. So that is our first application with it. And then we're going to go ahead and foil that today. It's been kind of sitting around. And since I'm going to show, yeah, I'll show you how to use the gel on here as well. And then we'll also do the spray. And if we have time, there's something else I need to put the word faith on. And we'll see if we can do that. Okay, let's see if this is sticky enough. I think it is. Okay, because I always like to make sure that I spray. Let's get you a visual aid here. Spray the back of my stencil so that it stays in position. Okay, this has nothing to do with your foils. Okay, this just means this is going to help your stencil stay in position. I want to see what I've already done on this side, okay, so that I can do something similar. Or we don't really even care. We're just going to do something on the back of this leg. But I got to make sure it's sticking because if the stencil's not sticking, that means we got to go outside and spray it again. Because what happens if it's not sticking down, when you come over with the spray, it can actually go underneath. Okay, so I might have to, um, Michelle, could you do me a favor and spray the back of this stencil for me so I don't have to kind of like leave what I'm doing? I don't think everybody's going to be really happy with me if I actually walk outside and go do this. So, I don't know if Michelle's ever sprayed this before, but I always shake up the can really good. And just hold it maybe like 8 to 10 inches away and just spray the back of it. It doesn't have to be saturated, it's just a light mist. And we always spray it outdoors. That's why I'm not spraying it here at the table because there's warnings all over that can. And you really should not be inhaling that. Okay, so we spray it outside. It does stink, okay, but it serves its purpose and it makes the stencil sticky for us. Otherwise, it might not stay in position. And if it doesn't stay in position, when you're spraying the foil adhesive, okay, if it goes underneath the stencil, then you're not going to have crisp, nice lines that are going to give you a beautiful design. So once it's sprayed and she's like holding her nose, you want to let this sit for about 30 seconds or better because when it's wet, okay, when you just sprayed it, if you put it on something right away before it kind of tacks up, it could leave a residue. I don't really find so much on fabric, but if I put it on a painted furniture that I was going to stencil, or even a wall, and I was in a hurry and I just go stick it on there really quick, it can leave a residue. So just let it dry for a few seconds, and then thank you also, Michelle. I appreciate it. We should be able to stick in position there, okay? Because we want to make sure, oh, excuse me, losing my voice there. We want to make sure that, like I said, we're not going to go underneath. Now, we're going to do two different types of, I'm going to show you both of these, okay? So I'm going to show you the gel first because the gel is going to be easy, and then we'll reposition this onto the other leg, and I'll do the spray. Now, hey, 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 hello, Crystal, Maddie. Oh my gosh, I love it when you guys come and hang out with me. There's a couple of ways that we can put this on, and it looks like I am going to have to go grab something, but I can still talk to you guys because my mic is in my ears, okay? But I'm going to try a couple different ways to put the gel on. So we're going to try it with a stencil brush, and I'm also going to try it with like a little room key. Um, oh, Susan, what were you saying? Now it's fine. Okay, I didn't know if I missed you. Oh yeah, that was perfect. Yeah, she did a great job. It's sticking wonderful. Now she came back to make sure she got enough on there. Yes, great, great job. Okay, so I am just going to go out of, oh, I was going to tell you guys, first of all, if you got my mini chat notice in your messenger that said, hey, I'm going to be live, I told you there might be an appreciation gift tonight. So I'm not going to let you down, okay? We are going to give away some foil tonight. And I think I'm even going to give away one of our new foils that we're releasing this week. So somebody's going to get something brand new, and I'm going to tease you for a while. I ain't going to show you what it is yet. So if you would like to have the opportunity to receive this gift, We ask that you share the love and share this video, and then come back here and tell us that you did. Tell us you shared the love, okay? And that way we'll know that you have done your duty and you'll be eligible to win, okay? So I'm just going to use the lid because I picked up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to get up and close here for you guys. Let's see if I can move my screen so that you guys can see more of what I'm doing here. Um, Hello, Kay. Hi, Debbie. So yeah, make sure you guys get your share button going, okay? So I just used my lid. I picked up a little bit of the transfer gel, pounced it into the lid, so that way I'm not just grabbing a bunch of it and going right to the fabric because that could possibly leak underneath, okay? You just always want to still have it in your mind that you're stenciling. And a stencil is only going to do as much for you as you do for it. So if you put a whole lot of product on here and you went like this and to there, I'll guarantee you that would probably go underneath. So I'm pouncing off some of that product first before I'm pouncing on to my jeans. Now, I did not tape around this, but this is sprayed really good, so it is just sticking into place. And like I said, we're playing with a couple of the different products. I just want to show you how this one was applied. So now I have to do the whole thing. Oh, spread the love. Thank you, Melanie. Appreciate it. Um, so we have been seeing some incredible projects, you guys, that you have been doing. There's many of you that have been contributing to our ebook that should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. We're getting to the final edits. And I want you to know if you still have a project, please submit because we are going to be working on volume two. We had such a great response to it. And don't think your project is, I really want a paper plate. Let's get a paper plate. Um, don't think your project is too small or too big. We don't care what it is. Submit it because right now, the only thing that we're still allowing in the book right now is smaller projects because we want there to be such a variety of application, everything from walls and furniture to doing your fabric and everything in between. Okay, so please don't think your project isn't worthy of the book, submit it because what we're just trying to do is put together something that we can send out to inspire many, many other people. Um, Peggy, I can't say that I have, but I know some of our customers have used this freehand. Now, the only way I've done it freehand was I took like the pocket. Can you guys see that still? Okay. I took like the pocket, and if I wanted to just do like the pocket or if I wanted to do belt loops, I brushed it on an area like that. But you could come and actually like trace something or just brush onto the outline of the pocket if you wanted to do something like that. The one, if you're going to want to freehand more of your design, I would grab our it's the liquid one, okay? Because this one has a tip on it that you can just write out anything you want to do. So you could make fine lines, you can draw, you can trace. I'll show you something I did with this one. So freehand, I would go for here, or you can definitely still use even the gel. I only freehand, I mean, I really haven't freehanded a design at this point. I've just kind of free-handed it on when I was just going to do, like I said, a pocket or belt loops or just paint it on a particular area that I could easily tape off and isolate. Because I've done complete pockets. I love that. I've got a pair of jeans. They're so incredibly ripped up. I want you to know that pair of jeans, the only thing holding it together are the patches that I keep having to buy, pay somebody to patch. Okay, so I think I've got enough on there. And if I remember right, I got to read this again, but this one I believe has to dry. So this has to dry an hour. And that is why I never got the apron done last time, is because when I did the apron, that had to dry an hour. Okay. So we'll have to let that pant leg dry. And let's see if I can safely put this somewhere. Okay, I'm trying to get that pant leg out of the way, and we're going to bring the other pant leg over here. Okay, I did the fronts on both sides. Okay, so now it is time to get the back. And we're going to reposition this stencil, okay? And again, we need to make sure it's sticking. So I'm going to have to push down and make sure everything is adhering. Um, so thank you guys so much for sharing the video with your friends and family. We just love being able to reach more people and let everybody know about all these fun projects that you can do and create. And I just feel that having creative time in your life is just such a healing thing, and everybody should have something creative to do. Okay, so I think my stencil is stuck down pretty well, and now I've got to get some tape. Now I got sticky fingers, okay? Because when we're spraying, we got to make sure that we are creating an area so that we don't have any overspray get onto our project. So anytime I'm doing the spray, I'm always taping off as much as I possibly can. And this is, I'm trying to think, what is the name of this stencil? Is it the Florentine? Is it right there? No, it's just telling me the number. Okay. Well, I'll put the link in here if anybody is interested in the stencil. It comes in 2 different sizes, and this is the smaller version, which I love on fabric. And then it also has a larger version. Okay, so give yourself a little barrier here. If you're like me and you kind of get a little crazy with your spray can, tape off a little extra, okay? It's just blue tape. I should have invested in this many, many years ago because I think I have spent, feels like millions on it, okay? Um, so hello, Allison. Hello, hello. Hey, that's a great reminder. If you happen to be one of our retailers and you're watching, make sure that you have a link to your Facebook page so people can find you. Allison is from New Zealand. We've got 2 retailers over in New Zealand, so we're very excited to have her. Okay, I'm going to do something annoying. I am going to shake, shake, shake because, oh, sorry, I got a little tickle. While I'm shaking that, I'm going to take a drink of water with my other hand, okay? And sticky glue fingers. Woo. Let's see if that helps, the tickle that I have. Okay, so I really like to shake this stuff up good because I always feel my can works better if I have it shaken up really well. The other thing I discovered the other day, you guys, when you get to the end of the can, be careful. If you feel like you're almost empty with this, give it a test because it's sprayed too heavy, okay? Which the shirt worked, but it was definitely heavier than I'd want it. Okay, so you're going to be spraying in just kind of like, you're out there tagging, tag your clothes here, okay? And we want it to be white, but it shouldn't have to be thick, but you want to make sure that you have complete coverage. And you can see it well, especially when you're on colors, okay? If you're on something light, it's a little trickier, but when you are on a colored background like jeans, it's really easy to see. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get rid of all my tape. But my tape was great because it gave me a barrier for all of my overspray, okay? Now, the spray takes about 10 minutes to set up, and it looks beautiful already, but we're gonna make it look even prettier, okay? Okay, I'm trying to find some place to put that stencil. So we're gonna let that sit, and we'll show you how to iron on that one. And then we're going to test how well the gel works, okay? So I'm going to get my apron back out. That on this one here, I used one of those transfer stencils. Let me see if I have any back here. Let me grab one, okay? Oh, I got a little tiny one here. So this is one of those what I call silk screen or transfer stencils. They've got a mesh, okay? This is a Chalk Couture one. I know Amy Howard has them, and somebody else also has them, and they're wonderful for using with the foil adhesive, okay? So they worked great on fabric. They're going to work great on any project, okay? So if you have any of those, check out the foil adhesive with them. Okay, I grabbed my aquamarine because this apron is a dark brown and I love the teal on there. Okay, so we're definitely going to do this one in teal. Let's see. Let's see if I can find some decent scissors. Here they are. Somebody needs to clean her Ucky stencils. Well, hello, Dina. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece of foil that will cover up the entire stenciled area. So if you guys have any questions of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, please feel free to ask. Okay, that's what the lives are all about, is I can see your questions, and if I can, I will try to answer you. If you have never played with foils before, the colored side that you're seeing, this should always be facing up, okay? So that the actual foil is on the back. This is just the clear side that you're seeing, so you're going to see what it's going to look like when it's done. Linda, I actually used the gel, okay? So this is the one that I used with the silk screen, but you can use the gel and you can also use my regular foil adhesive under our brand Artsyville Embellishments works wonderful with them. I've done a lot of projects on other surfaces other than fabric with this, okay? So both of these worked really good. I wouldn't do the spray because I don't think the spray is going to get through the mesh, but that worked really great. What kind of spray paint do I use? So yeah, I really wasn't using spray paint. I do use spray paint, but I use it in my epoxy. I don't really use it for anything else. But I was using our spray uh, fusible adhesive for fabric, okay? That's what I used on the jeans right here. So that was sprayed over the stencil, but that is a fabric adhesive. Okay, so if you want to go back, okay, and I want to say it was last week, probably. This has been here for a couple of days at least. um, I did this on a live. So if you go back through my videos for a couple of days, you will find watching me actually do this, okay? Um, yes, this one here was the transfer gel. So that's what I used on the apron, and I demoed that a few minutes ago on one of the legs. So I showed you how I pounced that through with a stencil brush. So you can barely see it now because it's drying down, but the gel has to dry for about an hour. So that's kind of why we never got to this part. But I'm going to cover up the stenciled area. Somewhere around here, I have a hot iron. I really should know where that is. And I'm not all the way to hot, you guys. I'm at medium. And I'm going directly over the foil. And if you're worried about how hot your iron is, you can use, what's it called? My mind's going blank right now. I have it at home. Parchment paper. There we go. Parchment paper. Okay. So you can put a piece of parchment paper down first. And then play with your iron, okay? Because you don't want your iron too hot and you just melt the foil, okay? I've done that. Wasn't good. So I'm hoping that you can see, you can actually see how the foil grabs the glue underneath. And I can tell that it's adhering, but you can always give it a little bit of a tug and you'll know, okay, because it's like stuck to it. Okay, our foils are what are considered a cold transfer. So once you heat them up, you have to let them cool off. You do not want to remove these while they're hot. And I know that some people have said you can use See, I've got my apron dirty already. Okay, that's a bad habit of mine. Um, that you can use even like a marble slab and cool them down quicker. But I have found that it's just better just to lay them here, let them cool off. And if you want, you can always kind of like shake it a little bit, air it out, let that heat rise out of there. But let them cool before you remove them because it is a cool peel. Okay. Um, 90% right now of our foils are a textile foil. Okay, so if you're worried about when you're purchasing one of our foils, if you click on the foil, it will indicate somewhere in the text on that page if it is a textile foil or not. Um, I don't know if it says that they all are, but I know it says when they're not. Okay, so we have right now, I think there is maybe 5 of our foils that are not textile foils, but we're bringing in a whole new line of foils that's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. And that whole new line is not textile friendly. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're using the correct foil when you're doing this as well. Don't just go grab anything, make sure. And as you guys start to get a collection, okay, you might want to mark the ones if you don't remember, or you could always go back to our website if you've gotten them from us and check to make sure. Okay, so I said there's only like 5 of them right now that are not a true textile foil and just not meant for that release. Um, if I've missed any question, guys, I will definitely go back and try to answer. And don't forget, because we're having an appreciation night, you want to make sure that you share this video and then come back here and tell us you shared the love so that you're in the drawing, okay? Okay, I'm not going to torture you guys any longer here. Okay, so once it's cooled, okay, we're going to see how well this one's transferring. Now I feel like it transferred, but I'm feeling like it kind of grabbed more of the texture of the fabric. So I'm going to go over it again, okay? And like I said, this is one of our newer, they've changed the formula on this particular gel. So that's why I wanted to test it. We're going to see how well it's going to transfer. And because I went through a silk screen, that could be also part of it. We'll have to also test it on the jean leg, okay? I don't know if I can hit that one that quick because I know that's not dry. Okay, but while I'm doing this, okay, we're gonna let this cool again. And that could have been part of the texture being going through the silk screen on the fabric. But I think we've gone 10 minutes that we can definitely do this leg. Okay, I'm going to keep moving that out of my way because I know one of these days I am going to burn myself. Um, so again, thank you guys for sharing, okay? And you only have to share if you want, but if you share and let us know, then you'll have an opportunity to receive a possible gift from us. And the gift tonight is going to be a new foil that we are bringing to the line this week. Okay, so we got a new, not so much a new pattern, but it's a new color of that pattern. So we're introducing a gold. Okay, so again, Emma, if I'm just using the gel, it's not hard to get this off. I want to say soap and water. And I'll be real honest, if you're using this product does crud your stencils up a little bit, ladies. But I have found that product that you get at the dollar store called Awesome works the best. I normally spray it, and you guys know I love my serving trays. Let me grab one, okay? So if you put your stencil, great demo here, okay? Put your stencil on a serving tray like this, spray it with Awesome, and let it soak a little bit. And then I have found I use my scrubber brushes. Um, this one's a little stiffer than the ones I think at the sink, but we really do use these scrubber brushes to scrub our stencils. Um, the spray adhesive is thicker, okay? I have also had to come in and even kind of like use my fingernails to get it off, okay? But if I'm patient enough with the Awesome, it does work pretty good. I have not thrown a stencil away yet, okay? Okay, so we're gonna move on to the leg here, okay? I wanna say I think that's because the spray only takes like 10 minutes to dry, or that's what you need to wait, okay? Um, I also did buy a heat press, and it's sitting over there on that table, and me and that heat press have not become one yet because I just haven't had time. You have to calibrate it. You got to set all these things on it. And I just haven't had 30 minutes to an hour to sit down and become one with it. I really wanted to do it tonight. And I thought, oh, well, we're just going to have to wait. Okay. Um, so make sure that you are ironing over the whole design. If you're not positive, you can always just like, don't pull hard, but just kind of pull and make sure that you have ironed over the whole area. And you guys realize I did my shirt as well. Okay, what I'm wearing here is a splash of pink, getting my Valentine's Day look going. Yes, I'm going to be wearing the shirt on Valentine's Day. I just put it on for the live. I wanted you guys to see it again. And then I made another one. I think I'm going to wear the other one tomorrow. But both of these things are short sleeved, so I'm having to adorn it with something a little bit warmer. Um, oh my gosh, Crystal, you don't have to be scared of them. Anybody that wants to try these, they are so easy. And like I said, I'm not doing anything spectacular that I'm not showing you guys here, okay? And even I'm testing this on a live. So there could be a possibility that we might not, care for this new formula of the gel. We have not released this yet, okay? Um, oh, the second iron did better, okay? But we still don't have, we have more of a textured, okay? Is that still not cool? That still hasn't cooled all the way off. Okay, let's let that cool some more. Um, yes, Susan, they are machine washable. You just cannot stick it in the dryer. Now, I tried for a while to put, I've got a couple pairs of shorts and some jeans that I did my pockets, and I kept trying to put them like in delicate, turning them inside out, washing them in cold. I hang dry. Okay, I hang dry all my shorts because if I stuck them in the dryer, I wouldn't be able to fit into them. But no, you cannot put any of the foils through the dryer. So you always have to machine wash cold and line dry. You could also, you know, um, take them to the dry cleaners either way. Okay, so let's see how this is coming out now. It actually has a really freaking cool texture to it, okay? And I don't know if that was more of the texture of the fabric. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, let me get my hands out of the pockets and see if I can get that up there. So it's showing the definitely the texture of the fabric, and it came out pretty good. So we're going to have to test the jean and see um, how well it does on the jean also, okay? And this was through, like I was telling you, I used a silk screen stencil, and I just used their little tool and just ran it over the top and was pushing it through the silk screen. Whereas when I just did the jean leg, we did that with a stencil brush. Okay, so I pounced it on. And I don't know, how long have I been on here? Does anybody know? Okay, well, we've been on here a half an hour. I think I'm going to test it. I'm going to push the envelope on that one. But I love this. Okay, this was really more for my daughter. This is funny. She always says she's awkward. So this one just says, awkward since forever. Okay, so that was kind of like for my daughter. I thought this was kind of cute. Um, so again, another fun apron. Okay, let's check our pant leg out here. Um, so even Melanie is singing the praises that it does wash well. Okay. Um, And Crystal, I hope you do give them a try, okay? They're so much fun to work with, and you can put them on everything. You can do paper crafts with them. You can do your wardrobe, okay? You can do just regular textiles, even if you want to do some throw pillows or some curtain panels. I mean, all kinds of fabric can be done with these. And once it has attached to the fabric, okay, there's nothing else you have to do to it. It's just iron it on and go, okay? Just iron it on and just wear it and have fun. When you put them on furniture or anything that is hard, okay, and I'll show you guys a project that I just did. I finished a new video. Okay, oh, that looks so awesome. Okay, now this was done with the spray, okay? Look how pretty that came off. And I used, this is the Ramsey Rose foil. So there's a little bit of a pattern on here, which is always kind of fun to do. So now I've got both sides of my leg done, and we're not sure. We'll have to find that little, ooh, size 9. Not sure I can fit in those right now, but we'll see. Okay, so we're going to give it a heck of a shot here. We're going to test this. We're pushing the envelope because I know I've only let that dry for maybe 30 minutes, and it should dry for an hour. So let me grab some more foil. Oh, Jan, I hope you do. And I should fair warn you guys because we should have a sign on some of our products that addiction can become a problem. Okay, foil addiction. It's just once you get going on these and you discover how stinking easy they really are to work with, how much fun they are, what all you can do with them, they become addicting. It's like I could foil everything and anything. I really want to do my glasses as well. Okay, I thought that could be really fun. Okay, so this one, you guys, I'm pushing. That product was supposed to dry for an hour. We're maybe 40 minutes, maybe 35 minutes. Okay, and I'm just going to iron it on. And if it doesn't work, we'll just let it dry longer and do it again. Um, Everything that I've thought I've even possibly screwed up, I've been able to fix. When I had my iron too hot once, I mean, really too hot, okay, I literally melted the foil to the iron. I was able to fix that one as well. I let the jeans completely cool off. If there was any foil like that was just like the burnt foil stuck anywhere, I just kind of like, you know, pushed it off, cleaned it up, and refoiled. And I want to tell you, it worked marvelous. So I haven't like screwed something up beyond being able to work on. I think one of the biggest secrets is just patience. And I knew that is like a little dirty word, okay? Is if we tell you guys to wait an hour, wait an hour, okay? If you're supposed to wait 2 hours, wait 2 hours. If you're supposed to allow the foils to completely cool off, allow them to cool off naturally. Do not go stick them on the fridge or the freezer. That's not good. We discovered one of our customers was trying that because she wasn't patient enough to allow it to cool off. So she tried to speed up that process, and she had failure. So it took me a while to figure out what was causing her failure, but we did, okay? Um, I want you to know that being an artist and owning a studio and selling products, and like I said, we want everybody to be successful. That if you call and you're having problems with anything, it's like I become the investigator and I have to figure out every single thing you've done. So I feel like I just quiz you guys to death, but it's like I have to know everything you've done at every layer to determine where there could have been failure. And most of the time, I'm able to figure it out. So that's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to test and see how this works. And let's see. Oh, Crystal is having a conversation here with some thinking wood and reverse canvas. Okay, so I'm going to go get some projects so I can show you guys a few little visuals of things that have been done. There's a lot of stuff back here that just never seems to get completely finished. Oh. Um, And my latest project that I need to also put I'm going to do that one too. Okay, so now that we got some visual aids here, this is another one of those silk screens. Okay, it was a Chalk Couture one that says worry less, love more. And this is just really what we call a sample board. It is a metallic plaster finish on here. And I used the Odell foil and just transferred that. I mean, that was with my own regular Artsyville foil adhesive. Okay, so it's our regular foil adhesive I used on this sample. And that turned out beautiful. I was really pleased with how that came out. So I'm going to do something with that eventually. Famous last words. And then here's a fun cork board that I did as a home talk project. And the whole frame is done with our, that is, that's Dominic Gray. Okay, so that's the Dominic Gray foil on the frame. So that was really fun. So it just goes to show there's so many things you can do. So I'm going to go ahead, I think, and if you guys are patient enough to hang out with me a little bit longer, this is a project that I just finished a video for. So the video will be out, I think, well, I don't know. So my son does my videos. He does all the editing and gets everything out. So he is on his way to, well, he's already there. He got the spring training today. The kid is signed with the Dodgers. He's in the minor leagues with them. But this is his first season with the Dodgers, and we got our fingers crossed. So he got there today. But he's the one that does my videos, the editing. Okay, I do the videos, but he does all the editing and gets everything loaded up. So he's probably a couple of days behind and a little distracted this week. So I'm not sure how much work I'm going to get out of him, but he was hoping to have this video up this week, but we'll see. Now, the reason why I'm grabbing a stencil, okay, and this sucker got bent, is there's a scratch in my chalkboard. And I got a feeling that this is going to work just perfect. So my whole idea is to go ahead and, okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm straight here, okay, is to go ahead and stencil this with my foil adhesive, foil it, and then I'll go ahead and put the stencil back down and clear over the foil because the foils can still be a little sticky. But it's such a thin layer of application that I was thinking it would be perfect on the chalkboard and not make it. Okay, I'm just checking to see if I'm straight. Do you guys own one of these rulers? This is a quilter's ruler, and I love the fact that you can see through it. So it allows you to kind of be able to see if you've got things straight, okay? And I feel I'm slightly crooked there. So before I get going and we get Faith slightly crooked, let's adjust that stencil a little bit. I couldn't have some crooked Faith, okay? Ooh, that made it worse. Okay, so let's just completely take it off and just try it again. Okay, and I'm making sure that one of the letters is going over the area that's screwed up. Okay, let's hope I got it that time. Oh man, how do I keep getting that wrong? Okay, so you know what? Let's don't be dumb, Jennifer. Oh, thank you guys. Pat, you're a designer of Chalk Couture. Okay, we don't. We're not a designer anymore. We tried to go down that road and it just wasn't for us. So nobody can get us in trouble anymore for using the Chalk Couture stencils with foil adhesive. So be careful if you do that. Just don't do it publicly because they get mad at you. I'm talking from experience. Okay, so let's grab the can of foil adhesive here. Um, and let's grab us a clean stencil brush. Okay, let's find one. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, I can push the can on. Okay, well, do we need this on for anything else? Okay, I think I'm going to turn my iron off so I don't forget and I don't burn myself because I always keep thinking that that is going to happen one of these times. Thank you, Melanie. We're so thrilled for him. He's worked so hard to get to where he's at. Okay, so if you're not familiar, this is what my foil adhesive looks like, okay? Yes, I'm in a gallon container because we use a boatload of this around here. And it looks milky white to start with. I'm just going to pull some of it out of the container and put it on my plate, okay? And I always put this on something, okay? Never goes directly out of the container to your project. And I'm pouncing off some of it here because, again, I'm stenciling, so we don't want to run underneath our stencil. And I find with the foil adhesive um, and stenciling that you're always better pouncing it, okay? Because then you can get good coverage. So I never try to swirl on the foil adhesive. Okay, my stencil's kind of bent, so I'm holding it in place. We need to find a way better way of storing some of these, okay? We need major organization around here. We keep getting a little bit more organized, a little bit more organized, but we still got a long ways to go. I'm hoping really hard to get a lot of furniture painted so I can get it out of this back room and create some more storage area for stuff. I got too much stuff. I keep buying toys. Okay. I was just like, heat press, the silhouette. I got a laminator. I had to confess I've had for a year and it's still in the box. Okay. At least the heat press got out of the box. That was a big one. Okay. And I'm not getting rid of the box just in case I have buyer's remorse. That is the only thing I think I've bought in the last few years where I really feel like I got buyer's remorse already, where I just like, do I really need it? I'm telling you, my iron does a damn good job. I'm just not really sure I need the heat press, okay? But we're gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer. We're gonna try to become one with it when we have some time to sit and go over everything. Okay, so I think I've got enough product on there. Sometimes I like to go over everything twice just to make sure that I got plenty of goo, okay? Now, my foil adhesive should sit for no less. Okay, I'm just telling you guys. I used to tell you 30 minutes, but I'm trying to tell you all an hour anymore. Okay, I don't want you to push this stuff too fast because if you try to transfer before the adhesive is really tacked up, then you could possibly have failure. So give it some time, give it the full hour because it needs to dry to what's called a firm tack. Okay, I cannot forget to wash those. I forgot to wash a brush the other day. I'm not sure that brush is coming back, okay? Um, oh, Diana, I'm glad you love yours, okay? I've got, I mean, I was talking to one of my dear friends the other day, and I had to confess, and it was like, you know, when you're at that moment where you're looking at this and there's some thought that goes through your brain that goes, oh my God, I need this because I can do blah, 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 blah. I'm not really sure I remember exactly what that moment or what that thought was during that moment where I thought I had to have it. So, Diane, is it Diane or Diana? Diana, share with me all the things you used your heat press for and why you love it more than an iron. Okay. I want to know because I got to figure out why I bought this. Okay. And I'm just like, I'm cracking her up because I'm like, I can remember some of the thoughts of why I thought I needed the silhouette cameo. Um, and I have some great plans for it, but I also have to admit, that I always have great plans. I'm creative. I can think of tons of different stuff to do. But the silhouette cameo takes a technical brain as well, that you have to be able to run the software to get the program to work and send that program to the machine to cut it. Now, I have to admit, I that just almost makes my head hurt. So Crystal Penny, who came by last month and visited with me, has a group. for all of us Cameo, Silhouette, Cricut people, whatever. That's like a support group for like 30,000 people, okay? So that's a great group to be in. But again, you still need to be able to help to work this. So Crystal's been helping me out and doing some stuff for me. And then I have an employee that also has one, so she knows how to work it, but her software is different than my software, so she almost has to have my laptop to do anything for me. Um, so I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to do with that because it's just I finally told my girlfriend, I said the heat press and the Cameo, we need a team to work it. Okay, that just means I need to grow my team here because that's a whole department and I need to hire somebody to do that because that's just not going to be me, is what I'm finding out. You know where your weakness and your strengths are, okay? And I'm great at coming up with all this stuff. I just don't always want to physically have to do it. And I'm pretty good about doing everything around here, okay? I'll even clean the bathroom, but I'd rather clean the bathroom than have to program the Cameo. Okay, that's really letting you guys know where I am. Okay, so we have to let Faith dry, and in the meantime, let's see how we did here. Okay, so this was the gel stenciled on, and I didn't wait as long as the manufacturer has recommended. And it didn't transfer as well. Okay, so I can't say that it's product that's wrong here. It could be us speeding up. So what I'm going to do is continue to let this dry and oh, it feels like I almost missed a whole area. So maybe I missed that whole area with my stenciling. Um, I might try doing that again. Okay. So I probably will grab a brand new fresh piece of foil and put that down and see if we can get it to transfer better after it's dried for a full hour. So I don't want to say it's product failure. I want to say I pushed. Okay. So sometimes you don't know. Um, so we're still going to play with this because this one has a couple of ways to transfer. So this can also, using heat, okay? They talk about going through a laminator. So it's also designed to use with like paper crafts, okay? Um, let's see, let dry 1 hour or until clear. Cover stencil design with deco with our foil or sheet using heat or using pressure, okay? So yeah, this one might need the heat press, okay? That might be one thing about using that. Okay, so let me get back over here. Oh my gosh, Diana, that's going to be cool. You'll have to share a picture of those. She says she's making 150 can coolers. Oh, for the wedding. How fun. My son's going to get married this year too. He proposed and she said yes. So we got a wedding at the end of the year. We're excited. There's just a lot of good stuff going on this year. I said 2020 was going to be fabulous and has not let me down. Um, oh, Peggy, you're not tech savvy at all, and if you can do this, I can. Huh. You want to come help? Ah, oh, so Jan, you've done the same thing. Okay, I can't read your whole comment here, but yeah, I'm feeling there's probably a few of you that have had buyer's remorse as well. I very seldom have buyer's remorse, and I'm really bad about even if I go shopping and I try something on in the store and I think it looks okay and I come home and I put it on, I'm not really thrilled with it. I'll stick it in the closet with the tags on and just never take it back. Okay. I'm horrible about taking things back. So it's kind of like once I buy something, it's just like mine forever. Okay. So I'm going to try. It's only Wednesday, which is a great thing. I'm going to try really hard to read my directions on my heat press. I bought my heat press from US Cutter. So if anybody else has a heat press out there that is similar and y'all want to give me a little training, okay, let me know because I would love for you to jump on board with me. Now, I am not. I'm not thinking I know it all at any point in time. I can learn too, you guys. So I've had a couple of my customers help me where I FaceTime them, but they were helping me when I was making that wreath, okay, for my Christmas wreath. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun doing it, but I needed help. I really want to make another one. I just got to find time to do it. Okay, girls and boys. Oh, Peggy, I wish you were closer too. Okay, so don't forget. Oh, the one thing I was going to show you guys. Okay, so today is one of our videos that has a gift with purchase, okay, a gift with a share. If you want to have the opportunity to win one of these foils, okay, and we're going to let you choose which one you're going to get. This is our wild leopard print small, okay, the wild leopard print, wild leopard spots, small in the gold. Okay, we brought it in gold. And this is the wild leopard spots large in gold, you guys. This is so cool. So we have it in silver right now. So we're bringing in the gold. Okay. If you want a chance to win, let me get in really close. Okay, let's get in really close there so you guys can drool over these new foils. I'm hoping to get them on the website this week. Okay, they're not up there yet, but we're going to try. Um, if you want a chance to win, hit that share button, okay, because we'll verify if you've shared or not. Come back here and tell me you shared the foil love. There you go, shared the foil love. And if we get at least 25 shares, we'll have one winner. For every 25 shares tonight, you guys, we are going to have another winner. And we're going to let the winner pick which one they want. So they can either get small or large. So I think that's pretty darn cool. Oh my gosh, that shows so well on the camera too, you guys. Ah. It's so gorgeous. Um, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so somebody here is telling me, Diana is letting me know that she'll help me with my silhouette and my heat press. Oh my gosh, you guys are sweet. Okay, Diana, I think I'll take you up on that heat press. I don't really know if I want to wrap my brain even around that darn silhouette, okay? I know, I'm wimping out. I'm wimping out. Yeah, I'm 55, you guys. I'm going to be 56 this year. And I think I've come to terms with what I can and cannot do. And like I said, I can come up with all these great ideas. I know exactly the way I want stuff to look. But finding that font, bringing it in to the computer, laying it out and getting it exactly, shoot, yeah, no, it's not what I want to do. I want to hire somebody to do that for me. Okay. So I'm into virtual assistants. If you are a master at the Cameo, I have the Cameo 4. Okay. I don't know if it makes any difference on some of the programming, but I'm going to put this out there, okay, because I really do. I need somebody to become a virtual assistant to help me with the Cameo. I want to be able to tell you what I'm looking for, the size of my surface, the font that I think I want, and how I want it laid out. I want you to digitize it, send me the file, and I can send it to the freaking cutter, okay? So if you're looking for a little side hustle, Jennifer needs some help, okay? Well, Diana, you might have had more time to focus. Okay, so mine is also a time issue. Um, I barely have time. I mean, yesterday I am embarrassed, okay? If I don't get to my email within 24 hours, I think it's embarrassing that it's 48 hours plus when I return somebody's email. I have been so incredibly busy that I have not even been able to return all my emails. And I don't like that about myself. I'm really good. I go through my own email account. I answer all my own emails on 3 different accounts. Um, so it's busy. Okay, that's like having 30 minutes to really sit down and read that manual and not just I was going to take the manual home and read it, but it's no good if I take the manual home and read it. I need the machine and the manual together and we just need to work through everything. So Diana, if I have some time over the next couple of days, I might take you up on it. But tomorrow, um, I have a girlfriend that's coming here, a fellow artist, the one that is making me go to Miami to work. Okay. There is a job site that we're going to be doing this year together. and probably hiring help as well. But she's coming tomorrow because we've got to nail down some of the finishes for the client to approve. So her and I are going to be brainstorming and creating tomorrow and hopefully getting our sample boards done so that we can ship them off to, I think it's West Palm Beach, Florida. Okay, it's something like that. I don't know. It's Palm Beach, Florida. Um, but yeah, we're just crazy around here. So I'm really telling you, if you want some, thank you, Crystal, for sharing. Uh, you only work 40 hours a week. I'm not sure how many hours I work a week. Um, I've tried to come in later because I like to go to the gym in the morning now, but that seems like I'm always opening my laptop at night at home. So I got to figure that out too. My other half's not happy about that because it looks like I'm working all the time. Okay, so it's 5:30. There is a group of friends that are waiting for me to join them. It is happy hour somewhere. I wish you guys all the best. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you always for hanging out with me. And I'll let you know who the winner is in the next couple of days. So don't forget, share, share, share. Okay, we're going to let this go overnight and see how many shares we can get. You guys have a blessed night. We'll see you soon.